Since this screen will have a lot of information about the applicant, I'm going to separate the types of data displayed with tabs. So I'll create a tabbed interface. First step is to put a layout area on the screen that will act as a container for the tab content. I'm naming the layout area Tab Container. There are several ways to place content in a tab. By putting the content in a layout area on the same screen as the container, or you can build separate screens that can fill the content as well. This includes using screens from other applications. The Tab Creator Wizard will create the JavaScript necessary in each case. Additionally, you can also create CSS for the basic styling of the tabs, setting how they display. I'll select a method based on our screen and tell it what I'll name the function. Then tell it which tab will hold the tabs. That's the container, the tab container we added. You'll note in the JavaScript that is created that there is a preload option and it's set to true. This means that all tabs will be preloaded when the screen loads. You may not want to do this if each tab is going to contain a lot of data. Turn it off by setting it to false. Then each tab will be loaded when the tab is clicked. This field is the name of the layout that holds the tab content. Now we're ready to generate the JS. I'm going to copy the JS and then paste it into my JavaScript editor. The JavaScript that is created provides for an RB screen loaded function. This is a standard RapidBIZ function that runs after the screen is loaded. In this function, we put the call to the build tabs function. Since we already have a screen loaded function in the editor, we can remove this one and add the build tabs call to the existing one. We can also style the tabs in the wizard. If you indicate that you want to style the tabs, you'll need to answer a few simple questions. This will provide basic styling to indicate a selected tab from an unselected tab. Clicking Generate CSS will create the CSS ready to be pasted into the CSS editor. I'll paste the JS in the JavaScript editor and the CSS into its editor. I'll save the screen and preview it. You'll see now we have our first tab. Next, I'll create another tab. I'm adding a layout area, and I'll put a couple text fields in it and use them as example address fields. Then I'll get them in the responsive grid properly. The wizard only provides for adding one tab. I'll open the JS editor and show adding the second tab. I'll copy and paste the first tab definition and paste it in over this comment. Then I'll change the layout to section 2 and the tab title to applicant address. We'll save the screen and preview it, and you'll see we have a second tab, and it looks like the styles are the way I set them. And changing tabs swaps the content just like it should. I've shown you how to create a tabbed interface when the content is all on the same screen by using the Tab Creator Wizard to generate the needed JS. The wizard will provide the code for the other models as well and provide some additional instructions when using those models.